What's going on, everybody? I'm doing another phenomenal tour, and even better, it's a cool ambulance. I got the owner of the ambulance right here. His name is Grant. Grant?
Yep.
Grant, we are gonna fly through this tour because he doesn't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time, but we're gonna get all the details on this because it's a complete 100% DIY. 100% DIY?
100%.
100% DIY, I got that right. And this thing is freaking awesome. I actually fell in love with it. We were at the Tiny Fest Fairgrounds, and I parked right across from him, and I had to tour it. I had to meet him, and I'm so glad that we are able to share it with everybody here. Let's go. Grant, buddy, what's up?
Not much. Finishing up Tiny Fest, my very first one here, and
Sweet.
it's been amazing.
Awesome. Because we got some noise coming on around us, do you mind if we step inside?
Yeah, let's go.
And then we're going to talk about the outside? I do want to talk a little bit about the outside before we kind of delve into this, before we dive into this inside, which is beautiful, by the way. What type of ambulance is this? What chassis are you on, year, make, model?
It's a 97 Freightliner fire rescue ambulance, and it's an original road rescue box. It's got a Caterpillar 3126 diesel Allison 5-speed transmission.
Where did you find this thing?
Guy, super awesome guy. He got it off an auction when it was decommissioned, and then I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking for a schoolie or a shuttle bus, and then this just showed up. It was meant to be. Now,
I don't really talk to pros about price, but I'll ask DIYers, and if they're okay telling the information, we all love to hear it.
Yeah.
What did you pick this up for unbuilt?
So he advertised it for $25,000.
Okay.
I had 10 grand cash in a 71 Ranchero that I rebuilt. So it was, I wasn't expecting to sell it, but as soon as I saw this, I got to do whatever I can to make the deal happen. And so we negotiated and we did cash and car trade.
That's pretty cool.
And it worked out great.
What year was your Ranchero?
It was 71.
Nice. You love that car.
I did. Yeah.
But you love this more.
I do.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, the guy I got from, he's a super nice guy. He's a mechanic, and so he kept really good care of the whole rig. He painted it, and I loved the paint job, so I didn't touch it. He had done his own version of the inside, but he kept a lot of the original ambulance stuff in here and just kind of covered over it, and I wanted to rip it all out and make my own things. I took it down to the studs, planned some more, looked at all the inspiration. A lot of these people that are here at Tiny Fest, I've been following for a long time, and just started doing one project at a time until it was done.
Man, I got to say, you did a really, really phenomenal job. I was going to ask you about the paint, so thank you for clarifying that it sounds like he did that.
Yeah.
It's really nicely done on the outside. I love that color.
Thanks, I do too.
It's like a forest green, I guess. I don't even know.
Military
Olive,
green? Yeah.
Fire rescue ambulance.
Yep.
Man, that thing is awesome. So this has seen some stuff.
I'm sure it has. Everybody I talked to said they mostly transport people in and out of trouble areas.
Yeah.
So hopefully not too many people have died. I haven't seen any ghosts, but I'm okay with it if they're here.
Not so much that, but like, I mean, maybe taking firefighters in and out of the, brush fires and things like that, maybe. I don't know, but that's intense.
When I was going through it and I flipped down the sun visor, it had all the original contact phone numbers for the fire chief, police departments, and all that stuff. So I kept it. It was really cool.
And is this a 4x4? I don't know if I asked you.
No,
that.
it's two-wheel drive, but it's got so much ground clearance for being a fire rescue, and then it's got aggressive tires that I feel good it's not going to get stuck anywhere unless I go to like the sand dunes or something, which I won't do.
You won't do.
No.
Are you full-time?
No. I use it weekends, festivals, camping.
That's awesome. Just right off the front here, it looks like this is the original cab, but you built around it.
Yeah, exactly. Like this was just a wall, and I turned it into a door.
Oh, cool.
And then my fridge slides out.
Okay. Is that a winter?
It's a winter. It's 60 quart, so it's on the small side, but it's good enough for me and one other person. And then accessing here, I've got all kinds of storage.
That's super nice, huh?
And then here's more pantry stuff. So
this is all your food?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I need to build another shelf in there to maximize space.
Is this an air conditioning ducting, or?
So this is the factory AC heater unit that still works. Most people take those out and turn this into a shower and toilet area.
Yep.
It still works, so I kept it.
The vehicle has to be running for that to run, I assume.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You have a pass-through, which is always nice.
Yeah. So I built the wall and the door.
Really nice.
And then I built the center console because there was nothing there. Basically freshened up the cab and made it clean, almost factory Freightliner.
I did a video a while ago with an ambulance person, and you know, we talked about the lights and things like that. What's illegal? What's legal? Do you know?
Not 100%, but I've been told that you can't have the red lights, you can't have the light bar, which I have all of it. I haven't been hassled yet, so hopefully.
Yeah, please don't hassle
happen.
my man Grant, guys. Sweet. So on this side, by the way, nice plate setup.
Thank you.
Did you buy these?
So I made this.
Okay.
And then I bought these plates, and
cool.
I still need to put some spice and stuff. All the original ambulance controls were out here, and so I took the panel off and relocated it inside there.
So is this box original?
This box is original, yeah.
And you just built around it.
And I built that back wall with all the electronics in it.
Whoa.
And then here's the original working stuff.
So you didn't rip out really any wires originally?
Only from the back half, I would say, and not even all of it. Just what I needed to tie in my solar system and the lights, and because I've got all my own wiring running behind the walls.
I'm 5'8" on a good day, and you're a little taller than me. I can see you slouching a little bit.
So I'm 6 foot, and as I was doing the build, the ceiling had the bay lights in here, and when I took them out and I was working on them, I realized I could stand up.
Okay.
So I call these my standing lanes, and I decided to paint them and leave them so in case my neck starts hurting, I can stand up.
Now I actually stand here without hitting my head.
Yeah.
So if you are looking at a fire ambulance or rescue or whatever, and you're 5'8", then you could stand in here comfortably.
Yeah.
If you're 6 foot, yeah, it'll bend a little bit.
It's a little tough.
Beautiful countertop and kitchen setup. I noticed you didn't go with any lower cabinets.
Yeah. So the behind here is all the exterior cabinets that are accessible from the outside.
Got it.
And so right underneath here is the water tanks, the holding tank and the gray tank.
Ooh.
And then some garage stuff. There's so much storage underneath. There's another cabinet next to it that has my AC unit.
Ah, right here.
Which also has a heating element in it. And then standard sink.
I like it though, because it's what, copper?
Yeah, hammered copper.
Oh, it's so pretty. Sweet, man. Well, I'm gonna switch sides with you. Okay. You can go over here. I noticed you have looks like a beautiful 42-inch flat screen.
50.
Is a 50 in here? You fit a 50 in here?
Yeah.
So you can watch your game or whatever you want to do. It looks like you are a gamer. You have an Xbox.
I mostly got it to play 4K movies.
Okay.
And I wanted something that was somewhat non-obtrusive, so that was my best option. And so I got some games too, in case anybody wants to play games.
Nice. Again, it looks like you kept most of this original cabinetry in here.
Yeah, all the cabinets behind me are just recovered, and they just have lots of stuff in them.
You really didn't have to do much.
Nope.
Did you build the benches, or were those here?
Yeah, both of these benches I had to build. There's storage underneath this side. This side has it's blocked off because the cabinets from the outside have access. And so I originally built the leaves for the bed to go underneath the storage here, but I realized that they're great for seating, so people can sit all the way around it. So I just leave them out.
Yeah, why not, right?
So it's less setup time.
So that's what you do for your bed, is that's on a telescope, puts down?
Exactly. It's a boat pedestal, sinks down, and then the back cushions go in the middle, and it makes a 60 by 80 inch queen size bed.
It's super pretty in here. I love how you did the purple lights in the recess.
Thank you.
And what kind of ceiling is this? Because it's not like a standard wood.
So underneath there's some really thin plywood just as a base, and then this is vinyl trim.
Yeah, like what you see in like exterior of a house. You put it on the inside, yeah.
And it's really thin. So my whole idea was to keep everything on the roof really, on the ceiling really thin, to give me as much headroom as I possibly could. But by doing that, I kind of lost some of my insulation. But then I made a roof deck, and that blocks all the sun.
So I was actually going to talk about that roof deck. It's big.
Thank you.
You use it. Oh yeah. You love it.
Yeah, every 4th of July and sunsets, everything. It's great up there.
Okay. How big is the deck? Do you have solar panels?
So the front half has 3 solar panels totaling 600 watts.
Wow.
And then I had enough room. It's 8 foot by 8 foot, exactly square, for the deck. And I've got my Max Air fan out of the way on the side.
Yeah, off-centered. I love it.
And so there's just a ton of room. I regularly get 5-6 people up there, throw chairs, patio umbrella up there, and the view is great.
Yeah, and like you said, you're not full time in this, so this is perfect for what you want.
Yep.
Do you mind me asking maybe what you invested into this build, and then maybe time wise?
So it took me a year and a half.
Okay.
Every single weekend by myself.
Because you work full time.
Yeah. So I had it in the street in front of my house with lots of extension cords and box fans while I'm working.
Okay.
And it was about a year and a half, and I'd estimate probably about 25 to 30,000.
It's pretty good
over that time span, almost 2 years to put it all together.
And what was your biggest money spender? Was, I'm guessing, electrical?
Probably total was electrical, yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought so much extra stuff because I was learning as I was going. I've got piles of 1/0 cables. I bought a couple crimpers and just extra stuff, and used most of it, but there's a lot that I'll use on the next build.
Yeah, wow, a next build. So
Well,
is that what future Grant's going to do, or?
On the side, yeah.
On the side, okay, cool.
Yeah, but I want to do a pontoon boat.
And, now you're talking my language.
And build a tiny house on top of it.
That's exactly. I was actually just talking to somebody about the festival about that exactly.
I've seen a couple builds and they just blew my mind, and so I want to do my version of it.
It'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
And then you can take that out for 4th of July.
Super, yeah. And it's super different, and it'll be a whole new learning experience for me. So
you can use the cable for that.
Exactly.
Well, Grant, I thank you so much. We didn't really go on the outside, but I'm going to show a lot of that stuff B-roll wise. Dude, Grant, thank you so much for really kind of just taking the time and showing us your home. Never trust a big butt and a smile, is what it says right there.
One of my favorite songs.
What? I'm sorry, actually, I'm not a big music buff.
Poison, Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh, okay, yeah, good stuff, man.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say? How do we contact you if people want to follow you? Or
The build's on Instagram. It's under camp.zilla. I tried to get Campzilla, but someone took it, so it's just camp.zilla. And because I call it Godzilla.
Yep, because it's a big green monster.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, follow, and if you have any questions or anything, hit me up.
I think a lot of people that are looking at ambulances, because vans are just outrageously priced right now, so maybe we can hit you up and find out some more stuff and more information about where to maybe find these, or luck of the draw, or whatever it could be, you know?
Sure.
I mean, because these things are freaking rad.
They are.
I love it so much. Thank you so much for just giving us all your knowledge, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Thank you.